Quite an assembly here tonight. 16 of the greatest professional wrestlers in the Pacific Northwest will be here taking part in Kids League Night 2. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Boo Pro Wrestling, and this is Boo Assembly! And the action starts right now. Wrestling fans, the following match is scheduled for one fall. One fall! And is an official Kids League A-block bout worth 2 points. Making their way to the ring.
We are back in church tonight. Boom Pro Wrestling takes over Kitsilano for full assembly as Kids League action heats up and we kick it off.
Surrey, British Columbia.
Truly one of the most detested men at Boom, and listen to the reaction for ruthless Rex Rothschild.
50 pounds.
Typical for Mr. Rex here, calling out a member of the Boomiverse on his way out to the ring.
Ruthless Rex! Get this house! All of you guys, losers!
Get a load of this guy.
And his opponent.
Somebody call 911.
Expect a different reaction for Inferno with a fire burning on the dance floor, or maybe in the church tonight.
Benson, British Columbia. The Pacific Northwest most notorious troublemakers. It's not the same without the flame.
Inferno getting a huge ovation as he returns to Kitsilano. 3 for 3 on appearances. Been a bit of a tough start to his season 4. Looking to get into the win column for the first time this year. Same can be said for his opponent, Rex Rothschild. An energetic way to kick off full assembly. This is trademark Inferno right here, lounging on the top rope. Rex Rothschild in no rush to enter the ring.
It was at least 10.
The Kitsilano crowd here at St. James Community Square fully in the corner of Inferno. Bell sounds and we're underway. Both competitors seeking their first win in Kids League action. Rex Rothschild not breaking the grip of the handshake, which is customary here in our Kids League. Maybe grabbing a little too tight to the hand of Inferno. Inferno ate the loss to Jackie Lee in September, and also in September, Rex not off to the best start with his quick loss to Ricky South. A wrist injury has hampered him to start this year, but he seems to be back to full strength and ready to go. Who will get their first win at Kids League? We will find out in a matter of minutes. You gotta wonder if he is fully back to strength, though. I mean, we don't see any sort of cast on his wrist as we've seen recently, so he appears to be in good condition, but we'll have to keep an eye on that wrist to see if Rex is fully healthy. Inferno, on the other side, definitely seems raring to go. And collar and elbow tie-up here. Might not be the best idea for Inferno. As you see right there, Rex Rothschild, the clear-cut favorite in the strength department, just absolutely manhandling Inferno in the early going. And there you see, that's the way that Inferno's got to go about this match. He psyched him out, used his quickness there to get into the side headlock. Now Rex going back to that power, but able to hold on. Inferno keeps the side headlock applied, rolling through whatever Rothschild was attempting right there. Rothschild got him up, though. Look at the power with ease, carrying Inferno, but again, Inferno using the ropes for a little bit of help, and still the side headlock is cinched in. Rothschild unable to break the grip of Inferno, who now gives a little noogie. Rothschild back up to a vertical base, able to finally back Inferno off and break the grip, ducks the clothesline. Inferno hit, but not delivering the damage he wanted to. That one might have done it. Inferno a little bit creative there, and now flying off the middle rope with a flying fist. Inferno now ducks the clothesline once again, and there we go, all the way around and around. Rothschild didn't know what Inferno was going for there, and now he decides to take a little break, but you better look out. Inferno, suicide dive, cracking Rex Rothschild. Inferno taking a little seat there with the Boomiverse, and a stomp delivered right into the chest. We are live in Kitsilano for the third time, our beautiful venue. It's St. James Community Square. Everyone is fired up for Boom Pro Wrestling. And now Rothschild laid out over a fan, and a chop delivered from Inferno. Referee up to 6. That's Joe King in the ring there, who I'm surprised he hasn't had his ref license revoked at this point after his history with Kyle Fines. And of course, Rex Rothschild, no stranger to Kyle Fines himself, a Kyle Fines guy, after just banging the head of Inferno off the post there. And with that, Rothschild has taken control of the matchup. Rothschild, we've mentioned the wrist injury that he suffered earlier on in the year. He seems to be good to go, not showing any weakness in the wrist. And now Rothschild clearing the first few rows, and instead decides to just toss Inferno back into the ring, causing a minor inconvenience for everybody sitting in the first few rows here in St. James Community Square. And Inferno, though, taking advantage of the distraction, enziguri, and now giving Rothschild a first-class ticket into the ring. Reversed Irish whip. Rothschild powers him up and down. Spine buster on the cover. Just a 1 count there. Inferno, a quick escape, but clutching his back. Obviously feeling the effects of the raw power of Rex Rothschild. And Rothschild just hammering away. Inferno back first into the turnbuckle, clothesline from Rothschild. Ouch. That one reverberating all throughout St. James Community Square. Inferno gonna have a red chest after this match. That's for sure. And Rex Rothschild now looking to follow up with another one. Ouch! Man, that's gotta sting. Rothschild seems to be a little bit too into the crowd here, playing games with the crowd, and once again, Inferno able to take advantage. Could that be Rex's downfall? But Rex, they're still in it, still fighting, able to duck the chop and just toss Inferno head first, neck first, really, into the mat. You see Inferno's head just bouncing off the top turnbuckle, and now the foot into the throat. Referee Joe King gets up to 4, and Rothschild breaks the count. And Inferno's in a bad way right now. He has taken a lot of punishment from Rothschild, and Rex now grabbing the tape. But referee Joe King gets in there, but look, and he's got a second one. Now choking Inferno. Joe, get in there. Joe King missing the entire move there from Rothschild, choking out Inferno with his wrist tape. And now Rothschild, that power on full display. Scoop slam, follows it up, delivering an elbow right into the head. Cover, and a 1 count again. Inferno quick to escape the fall. Rothschild comes in now again. More hard impact into the head. And again, Inferno able to get the shoulder up. This time a 2 count though. Rex's falls are getting closer to 3. Rothschild up on the middle rope. Biding his time. Rex Rothschild now. Again the elbow, and that one did some severe damage to Inferno. The guy's convulsing on the ground. Was he okay? We'll find out right here. And able to kick out. Look at the resiliency of Inferno. Continues to fight. He's just so plucky. Our crowd at St. James Community Square trying to get Inferno back into this match. It seems to be helping. Shots to the breadbasket. Roll up. 2. Feet on the ropes. And Rothschild is able to kick out. Inferno taking a shortcut. And now look at that. The power of Rex Rothschild. Stalling vertical suplex. Dropping down Inferno. Signaling it's over. Rex, cover, and Inferno again got the shoulder up. Rothschild can't believe it. Wanted referee Joe King to count faster, but, well, he counted pretty good. I gotta say, Joe is actually seems to be following the rule book here as an official. Good to see. He seems to have turned a new leaf and has gotten himself out of the back pocket of Kyle Fines. Inferno able to hit it. Code red, 2, and shoulder up. I think Inferno didn't quite get all the impact of that code red that he wanted to. I think it would have been 3 had he executed that properly, but Rothschild able to just get the shoulder up. Can Inferno follow up here and put the finishing touches on Rex Rothschild? Rothschild shoves the referee into the ropes, and Inferno landed hard. What is Rothschild cooking up? Look at that. Look at the power. The power. Sit out power bomb. Rothschild 2. And Inferno again kicks out. Rothschild is livid. He cannot believe it. Perhaps one more move will be all it takes, though. Rothschild claims it's over. Oh, he's going to put him up top now. This could really be it for Inferno. Rex Rothschild up to the middle rope, following Inferno up there. I don't like the looks of this. And Inferno rake in the back. Rothschild now tied up. Tree of Woe. Double foot stomp. Inferno just folded up Rex Rothschild. And now to finish him off, Inferno climbing on the top rope. Inferno flies. Swanton bomb cover. 2, 3. Inferno gets his first 2 points in Kids League.
Thank you, baby. I'm a winner. He's a loser.
Rex Rothschild falls to 0-2 in Kids League, while Inferno gets that elusive first win. Inferno, 2 points in Kids League. Wow, things are really heating up for Kids League. You better like and subscribe to see what's next. The luckiest man in the PNW, the Gambler, makes his Kids League debut.
By way of Cascades Casino.
Does he live in the casino? I think he spends so much time there, he might as well. They don't call him lucky for nothing. The Gambler getting a bit of a late start to Kids League. We haven't seen him yet. In fact, we haven't seen him at all this year. His Season 4 debut, and he is taking on a true crowd favorite. And making her debut in Kitsilano, Cherry Blossom. What an ovation. Cherry Blossom just returned to action after an injury last month, and we are excited to see what she has in store this season in Kitsilano. It was a tough. She came out to such a hot start to her boom career last season. The injury derailed her Season 3, but a fresh slate and a chance to really make an impression in Kids League. Cherry Blossom, it didn't take her long to win over the hearts of the Boomiverse, already a true favorite of the Boomiverse, but we are just happy to have her back off the injury list, and we'll see what she can do here against the luckiest SOB at Boom Pro Wrestling. And what is this now? The Gambler laughing at his opponent. That's a little bit much. Bryce Lowe disrespecting Cherry, and that's what you get. Cherry Blossom slapping Bryce Lowe right off the bat. And here we go, this one's underway. On the quick cover there, both of these two making their Kids League debut. Quick 2 count again. Cherry Blossom definitely doesn't get paid by the hour, that's for sure. Missing that strike. And into the side headlock after being laughed at by the Gambler. Cherry looks to shut him up tonight. Shoulder block there. Cherry taking Lowe right down. Oh, stomp right into the spine. Cherry Blossom with a basement drop kick. She is fired up tonight. A primal scream, but walks right into the Gambler, dropping her down on the canvas just like that. The Gambler takes charge. Cover 2, and Cherry got the shoulder up. Wow, the Gambler just showed some severe disrespect. A hot start for Cherry, but in one fell swoop, the Gambler has taken control of this one. Hard Irish whip there. Cherry Blossom in a lot of pain. And Cherry showing she can deliver a strike standing and fighting. Multiple chops to the Gambler. And that cut her down pretty quickly. The Gambler with a kick to the midsection and now follows it up with a neck breaker. Onto the cover, Gambler gets 1, 2. Quick kick out, Cherry able to get the shoulder off the canvas. She has so much heart. But the Gambler is dangerous. Look at this, choking her out on the middle turnbuckle. Referee getting in there and breaking that count up. Oh, man. Onto the cover, Gambler gets 2 and a shoulder up from Cherry Blossom, who made her return in tag team action last month on Halloween night. Getting her second Boom Pro Wrestling pin over Kyle Fines. Snake Eyes, though, shutting that down. Cherry Blossom off to a bit of a troublesome start here after. Well, it was a good start for Cherry, but ever since the Gambler was able to take her out that first time, it's been trouble getting out of the box for Cherry Blossom. Able to kick out there, but you gotta wonder how much more punishment she can take. And the Gambler deciding the strategy here of just grounding his opponent might be the way to go. As the Gambler gets into it with somebody in the crowd there. Was calling out his fantasy hockey team. I'm not quite sure what the deal with that was, but here we go. Cherry getting a little bit of encouragement from our crowd here in St. James Community Square. Cherry, repeated forearms taking out the Gambler. Enziguri right to the side of the head. Cherry is sure pumped up tonight. Ducks a couple shots there, tilt-a-whirl. No, the Gambler caught her. The Gambler up over top. No, she landed on her feet. Irish whip and missed the drop kick. A big brain move from Cherry Blossom, holding onto that top rope. Got him up, spine buster, Cherry Blossom, 2 count. Gambler able to kick out. Wow, impressive outing here. weathering the storm of the Gambler, and now definitely got some momentum on her side. Cherry Blossom heading up top. And Cherry crossbody, but caught by the Gambler. Bryce Lowe got her up on the shoulder. No, she's doing everything she can, desperately elbowing out. And caught him! Spiked him with the DDT! Out of nowhere! How did she pull that off? What offense from Cherry Blossom! And now, Shining Wizard! That could be it right there! The Gambler is out! The Gambler is out! And somehow just got his arm under the rope, breaking the pinfall. Cherry can't believe it. And now the Gambler takes a breather out on the floor. Cherry Blossom taking a little bit of time, and now the Gambler decides to roll out the other way. And now he's going to run for his life, realizing just how tough Cherry Blossom actually is after laughing at her earlier on in the match. Now he's begging for mercy. Yeah, I don't think she's going to stop, but the Gambler takes a shortcut, feet on the ropes, and steals the pin. Cherry can't believe it. The Gambler stole the victory to get his first win in Kitsilano. Cherry's in shock, but the result stands. Gambler, 2 points in Kids League. Can Cherry rebound from this loss? Find out, like and subscribe.
All right, and as you know, this is night 3 of Kids League here. Wrestling fans, I'm excited to introduce 2 men who will be in our main event right now. Please welcome to the ring, Mad Max Benson and Ricky South.
Max Benson not exactly impressed with the idea of coming out here right now.
All right, well, as you all can see, over on our
Wow.
Tournament director, J.G. Nerbo, and these 2 men are at 2 points apiece. And the winner of tonight's main event will break away from the pack and be the undisputed points leader of A block. Max, I'm going to go to you first. What are your thoughts on tonight's matchup?
I don't care.
Who are you? Sorry?
No? Okay. I think it's crazy that just because you're from Australia. Oh, wait. Just because he comes from Australia, he thinks he's tough. Alright? But out of all the matches that I have in this block, this is the match that I'm least worried about. Because I don't even need to pin him to beat him. I can just slap him and knock him out.
No shortage of confidence from Max Benson.
This guy's
drinks around here by any chance? What? No drinks? Ah, that's a shame. What I really want to quickly say is, obviously I'm going to win the Kids League. I want to thank everyone here for coming around. Look, let me be real, this actually means quite a bit to me. I've been a little bit homesick and I've been struggling a little bit ever since I moved from Australia. Pardon? I didn't hear any of that. But look, let me be real again. I left my family, I left, people I care about. That's really funny. My grandmother died 2 days before I left. My partner and I had to give up our cat Strider for adoption. I'm a cat guy, I'm sorry. Give up my cat. And when we got here, we're staying in hostels, didn't know what we were going to do. My partner couldn't find work, but there was someone who actually stepped up and was, helping me every step of the way. Someone special, you all know this person. This person is the one that gives you the $4 beers. Little kids, please, that shouldn't be coming from you. But look, I'm going to give special attention. I'm going to ask you to come into the ring. Everyone, please welcome Ash. Ashley. Before Max and I go to war and I eventually win, Ash, I just want to say thank you so much. You mean more to me than you could ever know, and I actually got, on behalf of Boom and myself, just got you a little bit of an appreciation, a little bit of a gift. Can we bring that out?
$4 beer.
A little bit. Look, I don't have that.
Aw, that's sweet.
Chant Asheville, Frank, that'd be really awesome. I think that'll make it fun.
Thank you, Ricky. Well, it looks like we have a main event. Everybody else. So now, before we continue, it's important to note that accidents happen in Boom. Things.
Oh, really? Max Benson tearing up the flowers that were given to Ashley. And a fired up Ricky South is not going to take that.
Accidents happen, crazy things happen, and we were supposed to have a full assembly of all 16 wrestlers here tonight, but Jackie Lee is still nursing an injury, but he will be back in the new year for sure. But in his place, we have a great match coming up, and it starts right now. Making their way to the ring.
Death metal pit fighter has been busy since debuting at Boom a month ago, and tonight he seeks his first win. Busy for Mason Crowley. This will be his 4th boom match in the past month. Still searching for that first win. We'll see if he can get it tonight.
And his opponent,
You feel the electricity in the air for the electric Marty Royale. The Super Marty party starts now. Electric entrance for the electric one. Marty Royale versus Mason Crowley about to get going. All right, here we go. Let's get to it. The only non-tournament match of tonight's proceedings. Of course, the injury to Jackie Lee necessitated this matchup, but this is a very interesting clash here. Two men with similar starts in the wrestling business. Both of them actually got their start refereeing, and now they have come full circle, squaring off in the ring. We'll see who is able to get their first win this season. Well, actually, not Marty's first win. He got a tag team win last month alongside Cherry Blossom, but seeking his first singles victory here tonight. And up over top of Crowley. Crowley chases from behind, runs into the corner. And the electric Marty Royale proving to be just that in the early going. Almost just avoiding contact and forcing Crowley to hit his own head. Up over top of the sunset flip. And just a 2 count. Crowley now misses the kick from behind. Schoolboy too. Able to escape the fall. Irish whip in the corner. Drop kick sandwiching him, and down taking a seat is the death metal pit fighter. Double knees there delivered from Marty Royale. And no, maybe took a little too much time with the handstand and got kicked for his trouble, landing all the way down on the floor. And now Crowley, we've seen him show a severe lack of respect to his opponents in the short time we've known him here in the Boomiverse, and he's got an attitude, that's for sure. His attack on Sharif there in his debut, definitely last month at Kitsilano, and I'm almost going to see a repeat again. He did this to Sharif, the snap suplex on the floor, but able to block it in a super kick there delivered from Marty Royale. And now Marty's measuring. Marty, no, met by the death metal pit fighter. The fist right into the head, and now Marty's hanging out on the middle rope. And a knee right under the chin. And what now? Mason Crowley showcasing his power here, just manhandling Marty. Rolls him over now onto the cover here. 2 count, Royale, shoulder up. And that might not be the best idea for Mason Crowley there to try to get the crowd on the side of Marty Royale. That could come back to haunt him. Oh, man. Royale met him. Chop and forearms, just repeated strikes. But Crowley met him with a knee. And now an Irish whip and another knee right into the midsection.
Walk with me. Say hello to all of your fans.
Wow. Rubbing his nose in it. Side Russian leg sweep. 2, shoulder up. And Mason Crowley certainly looking impressive here tonight. The past 3 times we've seen him, he wasn't able to get the win, but perhaps moments away from securing his first boom win right now. Royale couldn't get to the ropes, so this is another way to escape the hold. Able to push him off. And now the electric Marty Royale in the electric chair. Crowley's trapped, and down he goes. Royale onto the cover now, and just a 2 count. Crowley able to kick out. Was about to head up top, but no, Mason Crowley cut that down. A few chops there. Now a snap suplex, twisting the hips. Perhaps gonna go for the 3 amigos. No, instead just drops him down gourd buster style. Oh man, what a kick. Right into the temple. I think Marty's out. The senton. And that could be it right there. Onto the cover. 1, 2. No, Royale able to kick out, showing his resiliency right there.
Marty, where's that electricity? Where's that power? Come on, Marty, give me your power. Come on. Give me everything you have, or this is not worth my time.
Wow. I don't think that was enough to take out Crowley. Crowley wants everything that Marty has. But Marty might just have too much damage done to this point. A headbutt there. Royale starting to fight back. Forearms repeatedly. Knee into the midsection, snapmare now. Marty picking up some steam. Ooh. Look at that, drop kick flying down and took him out, but Crowley right back up, caught him, and he got him with the spinning sidewalk slam. Cover, 2, no, shoulder up that time. Crowley able to escape at the last second. Royale hasn't been able to fly like we usually see. Perhaps now he's going to get a shot off on the top rope. But maybe, no, Crowley was able to duck it. Runs right into a clothesline. I think this is the best that we've seen the death metal pit fighter look so far. Exploder suplex taking out the electric Marty Royale. And no, Royale kicked out again. I think Crowley's thought he's had this match won a few times, but unable to get the 3 count on Marty. The Irish whip landed into the corner there. And Marty Royale kind of able to fight back. I don't know what Crowley was aiming for there, but it didn't work. And now, right back up though, this tenacity here. Crowley follows him up, perhaps going superplex now. Both of them up in a dangerous spot, but Royale off the top at the last second, able to counter it. And now at his most comfortable place, up on the top rope, double knees, Meteora, cover, 2, and Marty Royale gets his first win in singles action season 4. An electric victory for the electric Marty Royale, picking up a win here at St. James Community Square, the momentum he needs, and still Crowley unable to get his first win, but perhaps a sign of respect. Yeah. All right, Crowley. It looked like Crowley was gonna backstab him there, but instead, I guess he earned his respect. Big win tonight for Marty Royale.
Who are about to face off right now, so you can expect the bad blood to boil over. Wrestling fans, the following match is scheduled for one fall. And is an official Kids League beadwalk bout worth 2 points. 2 points! Making their way to the ring.
Deville has been so impressive since his return to Boom Pro Wrestling at the start of this season. We'll see if his hot streak continues tonight as he looks for his first 2 points in B block. Coming off the heels of an incredible main event last month against Dave Rishi. It was true match of the year contender and a winning effort. It was not a tournament match though. Tonight, this is Kids League action.
And his opponent.
His opponent, also coming off the heels of a huge win last month, Yoshino, one half of the Moral Panic, steps into the square. Wild Eyes refer to him as the master of the heart punch, and he is that. His devastating heart punch was able to take out Malik Melo last month. Can it do the same to Miles Deville? Both competitors entering this match with major momentum behind them. For one of them, the momentum will continue. For the other, it'll come to a screeching halt. Referee checking both competitors, making sure they aren't concealing any weapons or anything illegal. And the handshake to start things off. Will Miles shake the hand of Ren? These two certainly no love lost. They got into it last month, and tonight presents, it's a score to settle for these two. And Deville not going to go for it. Disrespecting Ren Yoshino, kicking out the hand. And we'll see if Ren Yoshino gets him back for that one. Collar and elbow tie-up. We are underway. Miles Deville from behind here, grabbing at the face, but the wrist lock applied. But Miles Deville escapes it in the early going here. Takedown, front face lock. No, instead just schools him a little bit there, and more disrespect shown from Miles Deville. Ren Yoshino not too impressed with that. Go behind here and tripping out the legs. Ren Yoshino from behind now. And look at that, just bending the back across the knees. But Deville lands into a pinning position. Ren Yoshino able to escape. You got to watch out for that heart punch from Ren Yoshino. He took out Malik Melo with it last month. Definitely the singles win of Ren Yoshino's boom career. It was a real star-making night, a career-defining victory. But this here tonight against Deville will be just as big. And forcing him down. Look at the weight, look at the flexibility of Miles Deville, able to withstand that, but Yoshino being bent similarly all the way back, and he fights his way up to his feet as well. Arm wringer, but the escape here. These two trying to get the better of each other in the early going. Yoshino able to keep that wrist lock applied. Look at that, almost a leverage type slam. Did it so swiftly. Miles Deville, certainly one of the most impressive athletes here at Boom Pro Wrestling. Ren Yoshino, though, an incredible athlete in his own right. Look at that, with ease, just jumping up to the top rope and now flipping down, but still somehow Ren Yoshino able to keep the hold locked in. What a start to this match. Forcing him to shake the hand, but Deville shut that down. Big forearm, and now applying the hold in his own right here, and just face washing Miles Deville. Miles Deville doing the face washing. He's just doesn't show any respect to any of his opponents. He's so talented in the ring, but his attitude is certainly far from ideal. But look at Ren Yoshino impressing here in the early going. Hip toss there. Drop kick. And Yoshino now cravat. Now the knees right underneath the chin of Miles Deville. What a thud right into the back. And now sweeping him out. Cover. 2. Just a 2 count that time. Deville able to escape the pinfall. And I think it took Ren Yoshino a little while to come into his own ever since the injury to Tommy Chan, but lately he has really figured it out, and he is really firing on all cylinders. Moral panic and flying off the middle rope all the way across the ring, but Miles Deville able to get the shoulder up. And now Yoshino looking to follow up here. Could it be? Ren Yoshino couldn't hit the heart punch. Deville was able to duck and move out of the way at the last second, and good thing for him, it could have been all she wrote. Yoshino backed up into the corner, and so Deville forced to break it, but now kicking a little cheap shot there on Ren Yoshino, and Deville takes advantage. Deville onto the cover now, able to get the shoulder up. Miles Deville just putting the foot into the face and now stomping him down. Ren Yoshino just caught there in the bottom of underneath the bottom rope. And now Ren Yoshino backed up into the corner by Miles Deville, delivering a hard knife-edge chop. No, duck that time. I think Ren Yoshino kind of baited him in there, but then that knee just cut him right back down to size. Oh, just twisting on the face. Miles Deville seems to be content taking his time with Ren Yoshino tonight. The snapmare, off the ropes he goes. Oh, the drop kick, the force behind it. A kip up follows it up. Miles Deville running his mouth. And utilizing the count here, forcing the throat into the middle rope, choking out Ren Yoshino there. And just a shot to the back from Miles Deville. I mean, Ren Yoshino got off to a solid start, but ever since Ren Yoshino missed that heart punch, it's been all Deville. Ren Yoshino, though, attempting to fight back into this match. Oh, and what a sly move there, tripping him out. Up, oh man, cutter, a modified cutter from Miles Deville, and Ren Yoshino just able to kick out. Ren Yoshino lecturing the students on what is and what isn't culturally. Oh man, pretty good right there. But still fighting underneath in this one as Miles Deville is in control now. And what is this? Oh man, this doesn't look good for Ren Yoshino. Miles Deville now looking to get a little momentum and get him up. All the way up, surfboard. Oh man, Ren Yoshino being bent in a bad way. And just dropped down. I don't think Deville could hold him up for much longer, but the damage was definitely done. Ren Yoshino now just off in the corner, but just at the last second saw Deville coming and got out of the way, avoiding the cannonball. Oh, enziguri to the back of the head. And Deville, no, caught by Ren. Yoshino's got him up. Got Got him! T-bone! Exploder suplex in the corner. And now both men are down. Yoshino gets a much-needed breather, trying to regroup himself now. And now back up to their feet. Yoshino, headbutt there. Another one. And now Yoshino, Northern Lights, the bridge, the pin, and the kick out from Deville. .99 indeed, a close near fall for Yoshino, but he's going to have to follow up quickly. Deville able to fight out, missed the enziguri from behind. German suplex, another bridge, another two, and another kick out from Deville. Both competitors certainly impressing here tonight, but only one of them can get the win. Oh, what an elbow. That's one way to fight out. Off into the ropes, disorienting Yoshino and just taking him out with the clothesline. Now what? Miles Deville! Wow! On the cover, and just a 2 count. What an impressive athlete is Miles Deville. Super kick right under the chin, and Yoshino's out. And Miles Deville looking for more high risk. And can't hit, able to land on his feet. So impressive. But Yoshino there, shin breaker, dragon screw, working after the leg, and now again.
Say goodbye to Miles. Yoshino, mercy.
Yoshino, mercy. He's got it locked in. Nowhere to go for Miles Deville. Yoshino, mercy, locked in the center of the ring. Deville is in pain. How much pain can he handle? Yoshino not budging. He's trying to drag him, trying to get to the rope. He can't reach it. He's got to tap. Oh, Deville, with everything he has, finally able to get to the ropes, but the damage has got to have been done. Wow, what a match here. Miles Deville is in a bad way right now if Yoshino can follow up here. Looking to suplex him back in the ring, but Deville was able to block it. And now Deville forcing Yoshino down onto the floor, but he got a shot in, taking out Deville.
This guy wants to stay down. Dummy.
It's a dangerous spot on that apron. These two just laying into each other. Man. What an overhead chop. The knife edge backhand chop, and these two going back and forth. Deville getting the upper hand. No, Yoshino ducked that. Forced him back. Wow, what an athlete. Miles Deville looking to follow up. Through the ropes, what a dive. Just everything he had, throwing caution to the wind, taking out Yoshino. They're calling him White Drake? Oh, man. No, couldn't hit it there off the springboard. Landed on his feet. Up on the shoulder. Fireman's carry. No, landed on his feet again. Wow, how impressive. I just cannot believe how good Miles Deville is. Every time you think you got him, he just somehow uses some sort of unbelievable athleticism to get himself back in it. And now, again, fireman's carry. Hoshikaroshi on the cover, looking for the victory, but cannot get it. Deville kicked out. Frustration on the face of Ren Yoshino. He was moments away from being the first competitor in Kids League to score 4 points. Perhaps that moment is on the way right now, still to come. Ren Yoshino looking for the heart punch. He got it! Heart punch lands! Wow, how is Deville still fighting though? Lands on his feet, and finally the heart punch took him out. Sometimes it's a bit of a delay, and now the cover and the kick out. Oh, smack to the temple. DDT drilled him. Yoshino covers 2, and just at the last second, Deville kicks out. JG Nerville was ready to ring the bell right there. It was all but done. Somehow Deville is still in this, but he seems to be on autopilot. No, landed on his feet yet again. How many times can he land on his feet in one match? Now up on the shoulder. Oh, Death Valley driver. A wicked landing for Ren Yoshino. Now in the drop zone. 450 splash, moved out of the way. Back on his feet, cannonball in the corner. Relentless offense from Miles Deville. Death rotation. Cover. 1, 2, 3. No! Yes! Deville. 3 count. Got the win. Wow, what a match. Another impressive victory for Miles Deville, who is unbeaten in Season 4. Tough loss for Yoshino, but he put up a valiant effort, just not his night. I gotta tell you, Miles Deville seems to be completely unstoppable. Can anyone slow him down? That remains to be seen. Like and subscribe for more. All right, we got a bit of a mixed reaction for Uncle Daddy this week.
He is the best of the worst.
Yeah, not exactly the same reaction he got last month at all. Maybe that has something to do with who he's in the ring with, right? I don't know. Coming off a loss, though, to Dirty Eddy Ross. It's a big one here for Tony Baroni, who seeks his first 2 points in B block.
His opponent.
Now that's a pop.
By way of Kingston, Jamaica. Weighing in at 280 pounds.
All 280 pounds of Malik Melo await Tony Baroni. A rich history between these two and a score to be settled.
He is young, slick, and gifted. Malik
Everybody just loves Malik Melo, truly one of the crowd favorites at Boom Pro Wrestling. And you see the tensions boiling here. These two go way back. A lot of bad blood between Malik Melo and Tony Baroni. Of course, really dating all the way back to the wedding last year as Tony Baroni tried to marry Raven Lake. It was Malik Melo who spoiled the party and finally got it through Raven's head of just what kind of a guy Tony Baroni really is. They even wrestled that night in the middle of the ceremony. Tony Baroni got the win there. Well, they also met back at King Tide, no disqualifications, when Malik Melo got the win. Well, tonight, it's the rubber match. They've both beaten each other once at Boom Pro Wrestling. Tonight, we'll see who the better man really is. And yeah, there you go. That's about what you would expect right there. You don't turn your back on Malik Melo. And Malik Melo just right across the chest there. His giant hand again. Tony Baroni, the best of the worst. Might as well go for one more, go 4 for 4 here. But no, couldn't hit the fourth one. And that didn't hit either, and Malik finally got it. Down goes Uncle Daddy. And that elbow driven right into the chest on the cover, but a 2 count. It seemed last month like Tony Baroni perhaps might be a changed man, but I don't think Malik's buying it, as it seems like we're back to the old Tony Baroni we've always known here tonight. Oh, what a boot there from Malik Melo on the cover, 2 kick out. As much as the attitude and the character of Tony Baroni definitely leaves a lot to be desired, there's no questioning his talent between those ropes, and he has earned fan respect. But tonight, he looks to earn the respect of Malik Melo. Malik looking to drive him into the turnbuckle, but a wily move there from Uncle Daddy. Able to trap the arm on the top rope, and now more damage done to that arm. Yeah, that's what you would expect, the kind of reaction like that for Tony Baroni. Both men coming off upset losses last month, and both them really need this win. And again, continuing that attack on the arm. Man. Yeah, Tony Baroni, who lost to Eddy Ross. Malik Melo was able to beat Eddy Ross back in September, but the upset loss to Ren Yoshino last month put him down a notch in the Kids League standings. Both of them really need this win. Oh, man, and again, the attack on the arm here, just a boot right into the wrist area of Malik. Now onto the cover. Malik able to power out, but you notice they're only using one arm to do it. The other one seems to be incapacitated. Malik Melo, though, just showcasing his power right there. forcing Baroni into the corner and an elbow. Now tried to go splash, but a drop toe hold. And Yoshino, after we saw him take out Malik Melo with a heart punch last month, a different strategy here for Tony Baroni, going after the arm. Although both matches could lead to a shooting pain down that arm. It's even the left arm, too. Using the post now, and all 4 seconds of the count. Tony Baroni taking his time getting back into the ring. A shot here from Malik, who's attempting to fight back. He only has one arm, though. And now the shoulder driven into the post.
Rip his arm off his body and eat it.
What? That's graphic. Baroni's a sick man. He's a sicko. And now just this vicious, this relentless attack on the arm of Malik Melo. Malik Melo refusing to give up, but you gotta wonder how much of this he can handle. Baroni had a strategy coming into this one, and he is executing it. Oh, just straight disrespect. That's just gross. And what now? Perhaps a suplex, but Malik Melo drops down to one knee, able to block that attempt. And again, Melo not going to go up for the ride. And now one of his own, suplex with ease with one arm. I think he hurt himself executing it, but still able to inflict some damage to Uncle Daddy. And now the count is underway. Joe King up to 3. Man, Malik Melo, that arm has taken some punishment. You got to watch out for severe injuries and whether Malik can continue this match and, well, even continue in the tournament for that matter. Forearm shots, he's doing what he can though. Irish whip, discus, lariat, but again he had to use that arm and it took some damage there, more damage to the arm. Malik charges, and the step-up knee. The step-up knee, which gave Yoshino a bloody mouth last month. Could it take out Baroni? Not that time. Malik wants to go to the top rope. I don't know if this is the best idea without his arm. But he's going to soldier on anyways. Malik Melo, a little bit slower than usual climbing up there, but he made it. Tony Baroni turns around and a shoulder block taking out Baroni onto the cover. 2, Baroni able to kick out. Malik Melo, despite the injury to his arm, continues fighting. And he's certainly got himself back into the match, but that arm is hampering him. I don't think he can do this with just one arm. Malik Melo wants the power bomb, but he just can't execute. He can't do it. It's hurting him just attempting, and now Baroni's got a grasp of that arm again. Reverse the Irish whip, but the boot right under the chin. Baroni on the middle rope, and Malik Melo walks right into the drop kick. Baroni covers, and Baroni just gets 2 and grabs right back onto that arm. He's got the arm bar in. Malik Melo clenching, and if that grip is the only thing saving him right now, Baroni desperately trying to break the grip of Malik. Malik finally broke it. The arm bar's in. But Melo, that long frame just bailed him out, able to just barely get his toe on the rope and break the hold. That toe might be the only thing separating Malik Melo from a broken arm. For all we know, it could already be broken. Back on his feet here, up and down, spine buster. Malik Melo going up again. You gotta give it to Malik for continuing this fight. Oh man, that was so Tony Baroni right there. And forcing him down again, more damage to the arm. Seems like everything Baroni does targets the injury of Malik Melo. From behind, the roll up, he's got the arm too, and he's got the 3. Malik Melo has lost 2 straight matches in Kids League. Wow! Tony Baroni had a strategy, perfect execution, and he gets his first 2 points. Wow! This is not the way that Malik Melo wanted Kids League to go for him. He's now 1-2. Baroni gets his first 2 points. Can Malik Melo overcome the injury and the deficit in the tournament? Like and subscribe to see if the big man can regroup.
Wrestling fans, Kids League tournament action continues right now. The following match is scheduled for 1 fall. And is an official Kids League B block bout worth 2 points. 2 points. Making their way to the ring. From Abbotsford, British Columbia.
A man who knows the last 2 men we just saw all too well. Dirty Eddy Ross. A man who, well, it's kind of an interesting trio we got here because Malik Melo beat Eddy Ross. Eddy Ross beat Tony Baroni, and now Tony Baroni has beaten Malik Melo. It's like rock, paper, scissors. All right, but Eddy Ross squaring off with a hot rising star. The Muay Thai shinobi, Joey Tran. Making his official Kids League tournament action debut. Eddy Ross on the other side, already on to his 3rd match, and Eddy Ross getting into it with J.G. Nerval. Huge response for Joey Tran. We'll see if he can topple Dirty Eddy Ross. It was back in September after Eddy Ross lost to Malik Melo. He got on the mic and he said that he would run the table. Well, he proceeded to beat Tony Baroni last month. We'll see if he can make good and follow it up with a win over Joey here tonight. It almost feels like JG Nervo's on a little bit of a power trip here. He's maybe getting his nose involved a little too much here. I guess it is fair, though, if you think about it, because, well, last month, the knucks that were hidden in the tights of Eddy Ross, so JG making sure that Eddy isn't going to take another shortcut and have another weapon stashed in his trunks, I guess you could call them. Oh, what? Spitting right in the face of Joey Tran. And Joey Tran right off the bat, the knee, and just a 2 count. Wow, what a shot from Joey Tran, a master of martial arts. Just like that, almost knocked him straight out. That was almost the quickest match in Boom history. But Eddy Ross just able to kick out of it just in the nick of time. And now more strikes delivered from Joey Tran. I think he just wiped the spit off of his face with the ring skirt there. But, ooh, man, those kicks have some force. If you want to know just how dastardly Eddy Ross is, just how hated the guy is, last month, the crowd cheered for Tony Baroni over him. That's how much they hate Eddy Ross. Oh, what? Oh, another shortcut now running the nether regions of Joey Tran straight into the post. Welcome to Kids League, Joey Tran. We did see Joey last month defeating Parm Singh Man. He also tested Evan Rivers last month in the Boombox, but it's his first official Kids League match here tonight. And now up on the apron, it's a dangerous position to be in for both competitors. And a knee strike there from Joey Tran. Those strikes from Joey Tran, he can take you out in a split second just like that. He's so quick, they come out of nowhere. And now Joey gets met. He tried to fly up over top, but ran into an uppercut. And now Eddy Ross got him where he wants him, draping DDT. Cover 2, kick out by Joey. Those chops, those are dirty. If I've ever seen dirty chops before, I know Eddy Ross will teach you a thing or two about being dirty. Man, what is with this guy? He's a real piece of work. Now an Irish whip into the corner. Joey Tran able to move out of the way there. And now the strikes. A flurry of kicks right underneath the arm, right into the ribs of Eddy Ross. Irish whip from Joey, charging. Knee strike. That one landed. Flush. Eddy Ross now out on his feet, but somehow able to get back into it. Clothesline taking out Tran. Ross now on the cover and a kick out. Wow. He's taking some serious strikes from Joey Tran, but still fighting. Joey Tran down on his knees, and this is more disrespect from Eddy Ross. No, Joey caught him. Went for the knee strike. Joey's got the leg, and here we go. A flurry of offense from Joey Tran. Oh, man, what a shot on the cover, and a 2 count kick out. Now fireman's carry. But Eddie Ross able to slip out and land on the apron. Out of the way, knee, that one hit. And now, modified neck breaker, ringing him out on the middle rope. Man, this Eddie Ross, he's got such a unique fighting style. He just kind of comes, everything he does is so, it's so unique. It's just so one of a kind, that's for sure. It's a dirty fighting style, but it's effective, coming off the middle rope right there on the cover. And again, Joey Tran able to escape the fall. Definitely a little bit of frustration here on the part of Dirty Eddie Ross. And back and forth now. Right hand from Ross, one from Tran. Here we go. A war of attrition. Who's going to be able to handle more straight shots to the face? And Joey Tran takes the upper hand there. Repeated forearms. And now, runs into a forearm from Ross. Now he goes into the ropes. No, Joey rolled through. And that one, look at the extension on the kick. Fireman's carry. Joey Tran now got him down onto the cover. 1, 2. No, just at the last split second, Eddie Ross shoots the shoulder up. Is St. James Community Square trying to get Joey back into this one. And another dirty move out of the playbook from Eddie Ross. And now he's biting him. Biting the fingers of Joey Tran. That one knocked him down. Eddie Ross, code red. And Joey able to kick out. Ross was certain that'd be 3. And he's giving it back to the ref now, but it was not a decisive 3 count, a kick out at 2 somehow from Joey Tran. I guess Eddie Ross needs a little drink of water to get himself back in here. He put everything into that code red and did not score the 3. He's just dumping water in the ring like... I don't like the looks of this. What? He did have Nux. Eddie Ross bringing Nux in yet again, but Joey was able to see it coming. Duck that. Fireman's carry. Joey Tran looking to put him away. Into the ref, and that, the Nux to the back of the head. Joey Tran is out. Joey Tran knocked out from the Nux, and Eddie Ross scores the victory. Yet again, the Brass Knucks proved to be the difference. Dirty Eddie Ross living up to his name, but scoring a huge win in Kids League, and that puts him right at the top of B Block. In fact, in the whole tournament, Eddie Ross, the first competitor to get to 4 points. Yeah, someone's got to get in there and check on Joey. There needs to be some kind of punishment here for Eddie Ross. He should be reprimanded here. Medical staff in to check on Joey Tran. I mean, Joey gave it everything he had. He fought his hardest, but, I mean, how do you overcome brass knucks?
Give it up for Amy, our first aid, everybody. Helping out. You know, Joey will get the help he needs. But the show must go on. Wrestling fans, the following match is scheduled for one fall. And is an official Kids League A block bout worth 2 points. Making their way to the ring.
Well, if you're a fan of young, talented, rising professional wrestlers, look no further than Dave Rishi. Dave Rishi, such an impressive young star, and he looks to score a huge win in A block. And speaking of rising stars at Boom Pro Wrestling, we got another one right here. POWERCHEF. Weighing in at 400 cartons of raw eggs? You gotta love POWERCHEF, just infectious positivity. 2 crowd favorites here squaring off for 2 important points in Kids League. We have seen both of them compete here in Kitsilano, but not in official tournament action. Both of them, their first official A block match on deck. All right, here we go. I'm excited for this match. I don't really quite know what to expect, especially when you get 2 crowd favorites in there like this. Both of these two looking to make a statement in their first tournament matchup. And I think POWERCHEF wants him to shake his hand with the oven mitt. A sportsmanship chant, and I think we're going to actually see it this time. Yes, both men shaking hands. What a start. For once, somebody's actually willing to shake the other's hand. More often than not, it usually leads to some form of disrespect, but not this time. Here we go. Dave Rishi and POWERCHEF, first time ever squaring off here at Boom Pro Wrestling. go behind there, but a standing switch. Dave Rishi, one of his own now, and tripping out the legs of POWERCHEF. Front face lock, POWERCHEF reverses, gets into one of his own, but Rishi right back out, and we're back to square one. POWERCHEF has... He's had a couple tough challenges out of the gate, losing to Evan Rivers and Brady Malibu in September and October. But he really tested both of them. Two of the best competitors at Boom. And we're seeing it month by month. POWERCHEF just seems to get a little bit better every time we see him. Although the exact same thing could be said for Dave Rishi, who is a true future superstar in the wrestling industry and right here at Boom Pro Wrestling. Look at that, the quickness of Dave Rishi, able to follow it up with an arm drag, but the POWERCHEF able to roll through. But look at Rishi there, leg scissor, and that's a pin right there. And a 2 count, almost caught POWERCHEF and got the quick win. Okay, here we go now. Side headlock for Dave Rishi. POWERCHEF able to power him off, and a shoulder block there from Rishi. Off into the ropes, up over top. Leapfrog, and these two, neither one can really get a hold of the other. Finally, POWERCHEF's got him. Roll up, just a 1 count or 2. And now a roll up here from Rishi. Small package gets 2. A real even start to this one. And perhaps was going for a Matt Heischel cradle. POWERCHEF was able to sidestep it. And both of them going for drop kicks. Similar mindsets for these two. Rishi showing off his athleticism right there. Dave Rishi coming off an incredible matchup last month in Kitsilano. Not a tournament match, but he was in the main event against Miles Deville. POWERCHEF there, a little cartwheel action. But this is a chance for both of them to really get a defining win of Season 4 and start building some momentum. That elbow, though, able to shut down the momentum of Dave Rishi. There's the splash into the corner. Caught him there. And now the backbreaker. And this is we've seen other competitors in this position against POWERCHEF. You're about to get your cheese grated, Rishi. Yikes. And after grating the cheese, following it up, looking for a suplex, got it! A rough landing for Dave Rishi onto the cover, 2, a kick out from Rishi. Rishi is, he was supposed to compete last month against Jackie Lee, but I think he really showed just what kind of a man he is by not taking the bye and waiting until Jackie's healthy. There we go, just a 2 count again. Dave Rishi has been looking for the quick roll-up victories ever since this match started. And look at that, tilt-a-whirl head scissor. Dave Rishi disorienting POWERCHEF here. Oh, what a shot there. Drive-by kick to POWERCHEF. Rishi now ascending to the top rope. He's comfortable on those ropes. And look at it right there. Flying cross body. The cover, the 2, and the kick out from POWERCHEF. Here we go. Rishi perhaps looking to power up POWERCHEF. Look at the strength of Dave Rishi executing the suplex. Just a 2 count, but impressive nonetheless. POWERCHEF is going to have to try to get back into this match. Dave Rishi has certainly taken full control. Reverse the Irish whip. POWERCHEF sent into the ropes, but he got the sunset flip onto the pin. Rishi kicked out. And just pushing him off with the kick. POWERCHEF struggling. He was able to get the sunset flip, but other than that, it's been all Dave Rishi for the past few minutes. Now locking in the sleeper hold. POWERCHEF fighting out though. Elbows delivered. That one finally broke the grip. Ducks the clothesline. Another chop ducked. And POWERCHEF with a crossbody. You see it every single month. POWERCHEF just gets better and better, improving in the ring and in the kitchen. Cooking up a couple of clotheslines now for Dave Rishi. Couldn't hit the third one. Rishi ducked it, and a forearm, that one hit. Orders up for Dave Rishi. No, Rishi! Oh, man, planted him right on the canvas. And POWERCHEF now going for the swing. Gonna get them all dizzy right here, all the way around and around and around and around. POWERCHEF was able to execute the giant swing, but maybe made himself a little bit dizzy in the process. All right, now what is POWERCHEF gonna fly? No way! POWERCHEF suicide dive! Holy! POWERCHEF throwing caution to the wind right there and taking out Rishi with the suicide dive, and Rishi is out cold on the floor. POWERCHEF is definitely starting to get cooking now. POWERCHEF on the top rope. Dave Rishi is out, and POWERCHEF drops the elbow. No! The ref hit 3, but Rishi got his shoulder up just before the third count. That's as close as it gets right there. But the damage has been done. This could be it, the final blow, but caught him, backstabber. How did Rishi do that? Onto the cover now, and no, POWERCHEF able to kick out. POWERCHEF here coming back with some forearms, but Rishi answering back with some of his own. Enziguri backing POWERCHEF into the corner. And now, nope, able to send him up onto the apron, but Rishi, when he landed it there, got a big kick in. Springboard up to the top, and Rishi, no, caught by POWERCHEF, who slams him down. The absolute power of POWERCHEF, so impressive. POWERCHEF now, perhaps a mistake, not going for the pin right there. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. He's going for another swing, but Rishi, DDT! And now, perhaps to put this one to bed, Rishi, Maestro bomb, 1, 2, 3, Rishi gets 2 points. In both of their first actual match in the Kids League tournament, it's Dave Rishi with his hand held at the end. 2 points for Rishi, and unfortunately for POWERCHEF, it's back to the drawing board. And look at that, more respect here. These two embracing incredible action here in Kids League Night 3. Rishi definitely looking like one of the favorites of the whole tournament. Can he keep it up? Like and subscribe for more of the Mumbai Miracle Man.
All right, Movers, before we get to tonight's main event, I do want to quickly apologize to Ashley for the actions of one of the members of the people fighting in tonight's main event. Ashley, she's working hard back there. Give it up for Ashley, everybody. I mean, we want to apologize on behalf of Boom, but I feel like, Ashley, we're going to make it up to you, so stick around. Because it's time for tonight's main event! Following match is scheduled for one fall. And it is an official Kids League A-block bout. 1, 2 points. 2 points. Taking their way to the ring.
Max Benson earlier tonight. What a piece of work. He just after Ricky South had presented Ashley with flowers, he just came in and stomped them down and threw them onto the middle of the ring and started dropping elbows on them. This guy's got an attitude problem. Attitude problem, yes, but he backs it up in that ring. Max Benson, one of the favorites of the entire Kids League tournament, but his opponent is another favorite.
From Sydney, Australia.
Hey, he's got some more flowers.
Weighing in at 230 pounds.
And now Ricky South about to present more flowers to Ash. Ricky South has made quite the impression on the Boomiverse since debuting 2 months ago in our first night of Kids League action. Undefeated at Boom Pro Wrestling, will Max Benson be the first to topple Ricky South? A bit of a different attitude than we've seen from Ricky South in recent months.
I'm from Canada.
Yeah, he has a point there. And And Max Benson refusing to shake the hand of Ricky South. Oh, what is he doing now? Again, going out, taking the flowers from Ashley. Look at this. What is wrong with Max Benson? And finally, Ricky South gets in there, going after Max. This one is underway, and it's already spilled out into the crowd. A wild start here. These two are certainly not fans of each other. Max Benson, was he just holding onto the camera to keep himself up? I couldn't quite tell what went down there. Hard chop from Ricky South. Man, real impact here. Real high stakes in this A-block match as Ricky South gets sent, his arm, his bicep into the post. And maybe that was Max's plan all along. Get the tempers flaring and maybe get Ricky South off of his game plan. There's the bell. This one finally officially starts, and Benson putting the boots to Ricky South. Max Benson, just a ferocious competitor. Coming off a win over Marty Royale last month, 1-0 in Kids League this year. He really seems like he's re-energized since his return from injury earlier this year, and he has a chip on his shoulder. He really just gets better and better whenever we see him, but this is his chance to ascend. Is he ready to take that next step? This is a real test right here to prove his mettle against the example, Ricky South. Certainly to this point has been dominant after baiting in South and causing a big distraction with the flowers with Ashley before this match officially started. Was unsure of who the Boomiverse would gravitate towards in this one. Not usually two crowd favorites, but I think after what Benson pulled with the flowers, he sealed his fate. And now that shoulder again, just being forced into the turnbuckle. For both competitors, it's their first ever Boom Pro Wrestling main event slot. Oof, what a chop. And now Benson getting ahead of steam, but Royale, or rather Ricky South, was able to move out of the way. Now he's got a hold of the foot. Oh man. Kicks, and that final shot bringing down Benson. Ricky South has been just utterly dominant ever since he came to Boom Pro Wrestling. But so far here tonight, that was his first real offensive maneuver right there. And now trying to work with that shoulder injury. No, maybe not the right arm to use. Now dropping the knee. Ricky South, just a quick count, unable to even barely get one there. Oh, man, thought he was going for a neck breaker, but twisted it back around, planting his face, and just getting a 2 count. After Ricky South squashed Rex Rothschild in September, he followed that up by seemingly taking Abe Lincoln out for good. We haven't even seen him since these two squared off. He beat Stephen Bradley last month, and, well, will Max Benson be the next added to this hit list that Ricky South has accumulated? But to this point, he is struggling, just got tossed down to the floor by Benson. Benson demanding the referee count him, happy to take a count-out win. South. Oh, man, that was vicious. That shoulder just yanked right into the ropes, ricocheting, bouncing down onto the floor, writhing and screaming in pain. And now Benson's going to follow him out there. This could be bad news for Ricky South. And coming off the apron, dropping the axe handle, tossing him back into the ring. Good slap right across the face. And another one. You might have just awoken a fire in Ricky South, who is firing back on all cylinders, but yanked right back down by Benson. Onto the cover, 1, 2, and just a 2 count. Ricky South able to escape the pin. Benson with that knee right into the gut. Irish whip, ducks the clothesline, ducks again. Now South Irish whip, and got him with the knee. Benson went flipping up and down onto the mat. That is certainly one hairy chest. We were exposed to a little bit too much of Ricky South's hairy body last month. If you saw it, you saw it. If you didn't, well, you might be one of the lucky ones. And look at this, a jockeying for the suplex and just hanging him out to dry on the top rope. That'll knock the wind out of you. That'll rearrange your insides. And Ricky South with the boot, and Benson barely able to hold on to that rope. Otherwise, he would have went flying down onto the floor. Ricky South follows him onto the apron. Chop. Benson, what a shot there. And one right back.
Give him a Kate Blanchett.
Oof. Oh, and twisting the hair, just grabbing at the chest hair of Ricky South, and clothesline, bringing him right back into the ring. And now Benson up on the top rope. Frog splash doesn't hit. Crashing and burning. Mahistral cradle, and just a 2 count. Benson able to kick out at the last second. The support for Ricky South is certainly a little bit surprising, but maybe not so surprising considering he's in there with Max Benson, and a headbutt took him out and fell right into the right down south. Flipping up, taking him down. Man, Ricky South is fired up here. Despite the injury to his shoulder, he's giving it his all tonight. Ricky South maybe needed this little bit of a breather right now. Ricky South with a little bit of help from the ropes. He is fired up. And South now gets a slap across his face, fires back with a forearm. These two going shot for shot. Two heavyweights standing in there, giving it their best shots, trying to devastate the other competitor. Benson caught that boot, trying to slap him free. What a forearm from Max. Oh, knee right into the side of the head. Did you hear that? Benson, cover, 2, and South kicks out. These two are digging down deep. I think we're getting down into the bottom of the 9th between these two. No, caught him, going for a backslide. Can he get the big Max Benson all the way up and over? He cannot. Benson counters, but you don't want to be here. Oh, and Benson, after Ricky South ducked the clothesline, Benson nailed the ref. Benson is in a little bit of shock after that one and taking him out, but there's no ref to count the pin. The match should be over, but thanks to Benson hitting the referee, it continues, and Ricky South realizes that could have been his only shot right there. Perhaps it's time to go for the pile driver. Both of these two masters of the pile driver. You got to think whoever could execute it will get the 3, and here we go. But Benson with the low blow. Max Benson now follows it up. Blue Thunder Bomb, but again the ref is not here. The ref is out on the floor. Desperate Max Benson, here we go, we got a ref. Cover, 2, and no, just a 2 count. A pissed off Max Benson, but it's kind of his own fault, really. Now, right into ref. The referee taken out. Benson with the elbow right under the jaw. Referee Joe King unable to be resuscitated. Oh, not again. Max Benson going back over to Ashley, giving her a shove and grabbing a chair in the process. Max Benson, chair in hand, but wait! Ashley grabbed the chair! Benson's shocked! She ducked and slapped him right across the face! Ricky South taking advantage! A fired up Ricky South got him up and spike pile driver! Benson is out! Max Benson is knocked out! Referee's back! And counts the 3! Ricky South, 2 points, victorious tonight! And with that win, Ricky South climbs up into first place in A block. The first to 4 points. He's 2 for 2. And now bringing Ashley back into the ring. Hand held high, Ricky South back to his winning ways, 4-0 at Boom Pro Wrestling.
I like to think I may be a bad person, but you guys make me feel pretty damn good. Real quick, thank you. I love you all. Jan 24th, Kids League.
All right, wow, what a night. Thank you for watching. And we got 2 more shows this week.